No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
Are you getting my good side? Trick question. I have two good sides. It's my front that's the problem.
I'm Alex, a squiggly alien. I'm Alex, a squiggly alien. I'm Alex, a squiggly alien. Follow Sketched.
Who are you playing with, sweetie?
Amanda.
Huh? Oh, who are you?
I'm Amanda.
고고라고 제 귀엽답니다. 고고라고 제 귀엽답니다.
As a sketchbook artist, I am the Pinterest reference final boss. And I don't care. I don't think using Pinterest references are necessarily bad. Why would they be? You know, like Pinterest is just a platform made for finding whatever pictures you need. So I feel like it's a perfect platform for artists, especially sketchbook artists. So who cares if all I draw is Pinterest references, okay? I still love my art so much. And it's adorable. Okay, bye guys.
Forge you out of sets on a truck. One to the kidney, two to the dome. That's left, right, left, right, left, right, go. Got a rollie for the brunch and a panic for the show. That's left, right, left, right, left, right, go. Got a big new body and a whip it like a pro. That's left, right, left, right, left, right, go. Got a great main chick and a real bad hoe. That's left, right, left, right, left, right, go.
I found my old unfinished sketchbook. This is my shortest sketchbook. Almost all of the pages were ripped out. I think I only drew 3 pages in total here. Most of the drawings in here was used as expression practice. One of the last pages was used to try out the cheap fountain pen I bought. And that's about it.
How I use acrylic markers to color like this.
My sketchbook cover is just a result of me being bored one day. My son had purchased some faux leather at Joann Fabrics, and it was just remnant scraps that were sitting around. So I started doodling on it with a pen, and I liked it, so I asked him to cut it and turn it into a sketchbook cover for me, which he did. Then, in a fit of boredom, which I think happens to me way too much, I pulled out a soldering iron and I just wanted to see what would happen. That's all. I just wanted to see what would happen if I put a soldering iron to it. And I just started playing around, and kind of this happened. I promise I don't run around trying the soldering iron on various materials. It was fun, and my son did a great job sewing it together, and I love seeing it on my sketchbook. It's just another little piece of art on top of a book full of art.
Hey, this is day 14 of drawing every day. It has now officially been 2 weeks since I have started this drawing journey, and let me tell you, it's so much easier than when I started. To celebrate drawing for 2 weeks straight, I decided to try tackling something that I have wanted to learn and that I have been avoiding even trying. Heads. I was originally going to try ending on a self-portrait, but I realized pretty quickly I would just spend this entire session going through the motions of drawing a head. I followed the guide in Figure Drawing for All It's Worth by Andrew Loomis, and I will say, I did fail as spectacularly as I expected, but I felt so much better after trying. If you already know it's going to be bad and it's going to come out bad, there's literally nothing to be afraid of. So why not just try? Anyways, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Maturing is realizing you don't want to be around drama, stress, or conflict anymore. You start choosing calm over chaos and distance over disrespect. You start prioritizing your peace, mental health, and happiness over everything.
Basically every artist has one of these spreads in their sketchbook, so feel free to copy it, especially if you're trying to get good at drawing portraits. Just gonna take your colored pencil, draw a portrait, color the background in a funky shape with a funky color, and then keep on going. You can draw as many of those suckers as you want. For this spread I only did 4, but I'll probably add some stickers or something in the background to fill up the white spots in the background, because I love to have my spreads be really full with random stuff. So yeah, but if I drew these portraits smaller, I could probably fit maybe like 9 portraits on one page or something. But yeah, this is just a spread full of portraits, which is just face drawing. Bunch of different colors, which is always so much fun. Which one is your favorite though? I think my favorite's probably the gray one, to be honest, but I do like this purple one a lot, and the blue one's pretty good. They're all honestly good. It's rare to do one of these spreads and not hate one of the portraits, but we did it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for all the love, and maybe I'll do another one to finish this sketchbook with. And check out my YouTube channel. Bye!
using acrylic markers with me, I'm once again trying to use up some of the greens of this acrylic marker set since I kind of feel guilty. I don't use green a lot, so I just wanted to use it up so it's not just sitting there. I've been using this specific minty green for quite a few full bodies, so I'm just again doing like a bigger portrait so it dries out the marker, though I think there's still plenty in there, but that just means I get to do more full bodies with this green, which is a positive. Yay, more green. Anyway, I think the green and the pink was a pretty good combo, and then the blue as well. And this was very, very tricky for me. I did not expect to go like that close to the gutter. I hoped for one of her eyes to be like a little more to the left, however it's like directly on top of it, so it was a little derpy when I was drawing it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching.
How did I discover my signature art style? That's a great question, and thank you so much. So I actually did a video a long time ago on my YouTube channel on how I found my art style, and I would say it's still the same till this day, but I've always been inspired by anime and Disney. And I loved both of the art styles so much, but obviously I couldn't choose between the two. So I gathered a lot of references and I just basically combined both anime and Disney together. And that's how I kind of came up with my signature art style. And then I just kept practicing, looking at other artists that I really liked and, getting inspired by other art. And then, I just put it all together and created my signature art style. So, and I've also been drawing for years. So I've been practicing for a very long time. Just, experimenting, discovering what I like and what I don't like, and practicing a lot with like semi-realism too, which is kind of like a mix between cartoony and realism as well. So I kind of put a combination of anime, Disney, and semi-realism together, with those big, animated eyes, like small button noses, big lips. Like, I don't know. I just kind of played with it and, really kind of experimented until I came up with a style that I liked, if that makes sense. So yeah, just experiment, see what you like, gather lots of references, and practice. So yeah, that's how I would say I came up with my signature style.
I start by doing a loose sketch to set everything in place and make sure the proportions are right. After that, I lightly erase the sketch and move on to lining it with a little more pressure to get the lines crispy. I gently erase any of the sketch that is peeking through and start shading. When shading, I pay attention to the colors on my reference. Don't make them all the same tone of gray because it's a very amateur move and it looks super dull. Finishing touches, going over the lines and erasing some parts. And done, UW.
Hi friends, welcome to part 1 of this sketchbook series. I will be showing you a little bit inside of the sketchbook that I used from 2022, I believe, to late 2023. And then I have some stuff that I didn't know where to put, so I just pasted it in there. But I do have a bit of everything in here. It's mostly pencil sketches, some little doodles, and pen patterns like these that I love to make. These are all marker and then envelope. The envelopes are just with regular pen. I have some pencil sketches where I like to try out like new pencils. And yeah, little doodles and things that I do with markers and that I like to put together. Here are just some girlies. Yeah, I like to just sort of create little pages like this where I can open up one and then you see more inside. And these are actually with I had this black and red twistable crayons, and this is the blue one as well. I really enjoy drawing in crayon. These are all crayon as well, but it's very specific twistable ones that I enjoy, and I have run out since then. But I do want to pick them up again, especially the black one, because I love the way that my art comes through when I use that crayon. These are just regular crayons as well, but yeah, this is just pen, and I think this little envelope idea is a good way to sort of just have your little doodles or sketches that you don't know what to do with, yet. Just have them in a little envelope, decorated, and it's a fun little idea. These are crayon as well. These are two of my favorites, and they're crayon as well. I just realized I used a lot of crayon during this time, but I really did enjoy it. And yeah, some more little sketches. I did this on a piece of cardstock. It's kind of like when I don't want to draw anything too serious, that I have art block, I decide to do things like this where I'm like, okay, I need to get some of my creativity back and just sort of do something silly, and it looks very cute. Some more sketches. These are two of my favorites as well. This vampire. I love drawing vampires, so you guys will see those in my different sketchbooks as well. These are my little pumpkin girls. This is my favorite one. And I have kind of like a story for her, but later on I will show you guys more. And yeah, I really do love sketching, and if you kind of see yourself in some of these, I love that. So tell me if you see yourself in here. I think that'll be really fun. These are just done with kind of like a thicker pencil, and I ended up having to sort of erase some like smudges from the drawings because they're all touching. If anyone has any tips on how to not for your drawings not to transfer onto each other, please let me know. This is my little clown. I love her. She's like a little jester. And yeah, more doodles and more sketches. That pattern was done with a paint marker that I was testing out. These are also some of my favorites. These little girlies, they're adorable, and yep, these were all done in different pencils. And another pattern where I was testing out the paint marker, and yeah. And this is all paint marker as well. I was like bored and I did all this, and that's basically it, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.